This video will explore the election of House-elected presidents, focusing on the 1824 election. We will explore an alternate fictional background for this election. During his presidency from 1819 to 1825, Nathaniel Gerry navigated the nation's first major economic depression and presided over the explosive debate on slavery's expansion, resulting in the Missouri Compromise. His administration also authorized federal surveys for vast networks of roads and canals, and finalized the Adams-Onis Treaty, acquiring Florida from Spain. Let's take a look at the candidates in this election. Arthur Baldwin, governor of Connecticut, is the voice of traditionalist New England. He opposes rapid expansion of the West and advocates for high investment in education and maritime trade. Samuel Davenport, Secretary of the Navy from New York, claims credit for the expansion of American naval power and global trade reach, but faces competition from fellow New Yorker, Vice President Thomas Edwards. George Denniston, Speaker of the House from North Carolina, promises to end gridlock and appeals to delegates who prioritize legislative efficiency over ideology. Incumbent Vice President Thomas Edwards argues it is his turn. He takes credit for the era of good feelings and the industrial boom in New York, expecting to dominate the massive New York delegation. Robert Hutchinson, U.S. Senator from South Carolina, is a fierce advocate for states' rights, agricultural dominance, and the most vocal opponent of protective tariffs favored by Northern candidates. John Nelson, former U.S. Minister to France from Georgia, believes America needs to modernize its diplomacy and military to compete globally. He appeals to intellectual and cosmopolitan Southern voters. Edmund Sanderson, governor of Virginia, runs on a platform of constitutional purity, arguing for a return to the values of the first president. Daniel Shepard, a wealthy industrialist and non-career politician from Massachusetts, argues the government should be run like a profitable enterprise, focusing on manufacturing and canals. He is a wild card for Northern votes. Now, the House is in session. Let's review the results of the first ballot. The final vote is Sanderson with 47 votes, Edwards with 38 votes, Shepard with 31 votes, Davenport with 30 votes, Denniston with 22 votes, Baldwin with 19 votes, Hutchinson with 16 votes, and Nelson with 10 votes. 107 is needed to win, and since no candidate has reached that number, a second ballot will be held. Ballot 2 will now begin. The final results of ballot 2 is Sanderson with 66 votes, Edwards with 35 votes, Shepherd and Davenport tied at 27 votes, Denniston with 20 votes, Baldwin with 18 votes, and Hutchinson with 16 votes. As nobody has reached the magic 107 votes, a third ballot will be held. Ballot 3 will now begin. Ballot 3 results are Sanderson with 98 votes, Edwards with 37 votes, Davenport and Shepherd tied at 29 votes, and Denniston with 20 votes. As nobody has reached the required 107 votes, a fourth ballot will be held. We now move to ballot 4. Immediately following ballot 3, House Speaker Denniston shifted his support to Governor Sanderson. Recognizing this advantage, Davenport and Shepherd also conceded and threw their support behind Sanderson, demonstrating unity. With all candidates now backing Sanderson, the vote is unanimous. Edmund Sanderson is elected president. All candidates congratulated President-elect Sanderson on his victory. The U.S. Senate then elected Arthur Baldwin, the 55-year-old governor of Connecticut, as vice president. Edmund Sanderson will serve as the 7th president of the United States, in office from March 4, 1825 to March 4, 1831, with Arthur Baldwin as vice president. His predecessor was Nathaniel Gerry, and his successor will be determined in the next election. This chart shows the first 4 presidents along with their vice presidents. This chart shows the next 3, including the newly elected Edmund Sanderson.